Hello, my gorgeous group ones. Welcome to part 3 of the Where the Hell is My Husband series. So, this is the third installment. I should make a playlist on my channel actually for that. Someone remind me of that in the comments, okay? But anyway, this is the third part in the Where the Heck is My Husband series. The first part was who the person was. The second part was I forget, and this part is going to be what do they look like. Okay, so hopefully you've been here for all 3 parts. If not, and I remember to make a playlist, you will see all the other videos. You know, as a matter of fact, let me go look that up right now. Okay, so I went to look, and the second installment was how will you meet. So if you've been following along, the first reading was who are they, the second reading is how will you meet, and this is going to be what will they look like. Okay, so let's get into it. If you haven't been following along, this is like a series that I've made up because of the song that's been really popular lately, Where Is My Husband by Ray. Like, of course, we love Ray. She's a genius, but the song just inspired me to continue on with this future spouse series. Never really been a future spouse kind of girl. Never really wanted to get married either. That really wasn't a thing for me. Lately, it's been more of a thing for me, but it's like, okay, let's get into it. I know people love that on YouTube, so let's get into it. So what will they look like? And then we're going to get a little bit more about their personality towards the end using one of my Lenormand decks. So this has like a bunch of random cards in it, honestly. And since you keep acting up, I should move you down a little bit more. Yeah, much better. I can see it better. There could be something here about movement, moving down. Someone moved towards you, you move towards them. That could also be like a energy coming through in the connection already. You could look down on your partner as well. Maybe you could be a little bit taller, or when you wear heels, you're a little bit taller than them. That could also be a vibe coming through. But yeah, this is like a bunch of random cards in it. So it's kind of like I'm going to use these cards to give you little weird facts and idiosyncrasies that your person will have, you know? So let's get right into it. I told you guys I've been trying to find reasons to use my Who Is It deck that I got recently. And this is the perfect excuse. What will your future spouse look like? So please spirit tap me with the energy of my gorgeous group ones and their gorgeous future spouse. Okay. So what will they look like? We have older than you. Okay. Let me stop. Don't get me started. They're older than you. Mixed colored eyes. This person could have heterochromia. I believe that's what it's called, where you have like one green eye, one blue, something like that. Maybe y'all manifest this person, because I'm immediately thinking of that scene from Practical Magic where they're like, they get in freaky deaky in the bed, right? Sarah and or Sally, one of the names. I can never remember. It's crazy how I always look it up to make sure that I'm saying it the right way and always forget. It's Sally, maybe. Yeah, anyway, she manifests this guy when she was younger to make sure she never falls in love. So she makes all these weird things up about him, how he knows how to make a perfect pancake, and he has one green eye, one blue, and all these things she thinks is not real in a man, okay? And just to end up meeting him in her later years when she's had 2 kids, she's a widower now, her husband passed on because of the curse her family is under, and she meets this guy at the right time because she's in the energy, unbeknownst to her, she's in the energy of breaking the curse. If you see Practical Magic, then you know the tea. If you haven't, go watch the movie. It's so freaking good. It's one of my favorites, if not my favorite movie ever, okay? But basically, it's giving me that, okay? You could have manifested this person, wrote down every single thing you wanted in a person. Maybe it was inspired by Practical Magic, and you're getting that person, right? Because there are some people in the world with those different colored eyes, right? So that's what's coming through. You manifested this person. Anything else, please, Spirit? The cards are very talkative. Your person could be quite talkative. Here we have white clothing. This person loves to wear white clothing. Not this person, your future spouse. Here we have average height. I don't know what average height is, so I hope y'all know. Okay. They have average height. We have a round face. How cute. Your person could be very cute, like a cutie patootie, right? I was out last weekend. It just upset me in my soul when somebody said, oh my gosh, like, because I was wearing like an outfit that I had bought with the intention of it all going together. It's like a sweater with, it's a cream sweater with like pink bows on it. It was jeans with pink bows on it. And then I wore like a white and pink shirt kind of energy. It was like a Valentine's Day theme outfit that I put together in my head. And I knew it was cutie patootie because obviously pink and ribbons and bows are cutie patootie. But I'm like, I can pull it off. You know, I got the curves for this. You know, it won't give too much cutie patootie. While somebody I met that night talking about, oh my gosh, this is so cutie patootie. I'm like, girl, get on my face. I ain't come here to be a cutie patootie. But I already know that I'm a cutie patootie because it never fails, okay? So I've learned to embrace that. I could be a little sour when I'm ready, but like my initial like default mode is cutie patootie if anybody were to like just see me on the street, right? So that's the kind of energy that could be coming through for your person. They just give cutie patootie. I'm just getting that with this card here, right? But they're older than you, so this person could be older but looks young for their age, right? Or their demeanor, personality is more like, you know, childish, you know, true brick is what I'm hearing, like angel-like, very cutesy kind of energy, or their style and aesthetic is, okay? Yeah, especially if they're wearing white clothing. This girl here is also kind of giving schoolgirl innocent look with the way she's wearing the clothes. So that could definitely be a vibe for your person. They're older, they could be older than you potentially, but they don't look their age, or they look much younger, okay? Here we have a red lip, could definitely be important. Their lips could be naturally red, or if you're watching for a woman future spouse, she likes to wear red lipstick. Okay, you just need to move up a little bit more. I'm not using 0.5 on my camera right now, so everything is like very in your face. So I gotta make space. This person could also be right in your face. Just take whatever I say during the reading as like a little extra add-on, because I feel that sometimes when I just say random stuff, it you know, aligns. Here we have black hair. This person could have black hair. Another way that I can interpret this is their hair is black, so they have some black in them, right? And their hair is black. That's another way that I would interpret that energy as well. Or their hair could just be black the way it looks here. Here we have a square face. Ooh, the first time I'm getting this card. Like, what is that noise? Shut up. Square face. I'm sorry if you could hear that. I'm like, that's so annoying. Okay. Anything else? What does their future spouse look like? Please, Square. What does their future spouse look like? We have European. So it's giving wide. Okay, so they descend from the European, because some people don't still live in Europe, even though they're white, as you know, because they like to conquer and pillage and plunder. You know, their ancestors did anyway. So a lot of them end up in very much different parts of the world. So even if your person was born in America and they're white, their ancestry is European. So that, you see what I'm saying, right? Okay. Interesting. Anything else, please, for what will their future spouse look like? What will their future spouse look like? So they have like a very like larger face is what I'm getting here, because you see her face here, and there's more like if you see it in comparison to this face, it's like more round and rotund, right? And then we have square face, and then we have round face, and then even her face is like very full. So this person's like a very full face. They have like very soft eyes. Their eyes are one of their best features, like despite them maybe having heterochromia, their eyes are like really pretty. And you'll definitely think so. Here we have white gray hair. This person could have white gray hair. Okay. Anything else, please, for their future spouse? What does their future spouse look like? Okay, this person could have a scar on their face. As you can see, there's like a little scar somewhere right there on his face. This person could have scars. Doesn't have to be on their face. And then we have markings. Interesting. So scars and markings is very interesting. This is giving me the card in this deck that says like tribal. Whenever I think of scars and markings, especially coming out together, it's definitely giving me how some certain tribes like to like mark the kids and mark the people, and they like to have, like, you know how Pacific Islander people like to have like the tribal tattoos on them, and that's specific to their tribe and where they grew up in their culture. That's kind of what I'm getting. Okay, so that could definitely be something coming through. And then we have powerful. Very interesting. Come on, don't do that. Show the card. I gotta put it all up in the camera for it to clear. Ciao. This one X ain't working for me. Okay, so we have powerful. Okay, that's what we have so far at the bottom of the deck. We have nicely dressed. This person's nicely dressed. Okay, that's cute. Like, why you not? There it is. Nicely dressed. So older than you, nicely dressed. This person could wear suits because we have 2 cards coming out with suits. But there's like a prominent scar on this person, or markings or tattoos. Like, I wonder if there's a card in this deck that says tattoo, because I've been doing this for the longest time and I have not seen tattoos come out yet. And I know in not group 1, group 2, or group 3, there has to be somebody out here that has tattoos. Somebody's person gotta have tattoos, so it has to be somewhere in here. That would be such a misfire if they don't have tattoos up in this big. That would be so ridiculous. A busty chest, okay. Let me mind my business. Oh, they do have tattoo in here. I'm like, that would be so rude if they didn't. Because what do you mean? Like, majority, a lot of people in the collective have tattoos. Yeah, I better represent. Shucks. Okay, so we have all these things coming through for your person. You see them, square face for the face shape, square around, okay, for age, older than you. Your future spouse will be older than you for most of you. Their average height, the things they wear could be suits. If they're men, right, they could have like a more professional job. For women, they're giving like a very flowy, of the earth kind of neo soul kind of energy, right? Okay. Earthy vibes, or cutesy schoolgirl vibes is the vibe coming through. So we have ethereal witch in the woods, and then we have a cute little schoolgirl, right? A cutie patootie. Interesting. The red lips, though, is giving me, for some of y'all, is giving vixen. Okay? Your person's definitely giving vixen. And they love their eyeliner and mascara, okay? Like I said, their eyes are quite captivating. It's one thing that no matter if this is a man or woman, they will have in common, okay? This person could have markings on them. This is also kind of giving me the witchy. So if this person is neo soul, we can see the vibe coming through here. Very much so. Okay, so that's coming through. Okay, then we have scar, then we have powerful. So I guess we can leave these here and move on to the tarot and get some more characteristics on what your person could look like. Because those cards ain't enough. Like, that noise is really starting to piss me off. You better stop. Okay, please, Spirit, what will their future spouse look like? I don't know. This person's kind of giving like really in your face. You're going to be very physically attracted to them the first time you meet them, the first time you see them. Because it's kind of like the cards are like jumping out every time I ask a question about what they look like. So it's kind of like their features jump out at you, or their attractiveness jump out at you, the way they look, carry themselves, kind of like draw you in really quickly. Okay, so that's coming through. Here we have the strength card. Yeah, this person kind of like be really strong. I'm surprised muscle didn't come out then. We have strength cards, the way the person is taming the beast. You know, this person could definitely give like beast tamer kind of energy. It is giving like, what do you call it? Grumpy sunshine kind of energy. This person could be the sunshine to your grumpy if you consider yourself grumpy or you resonate with being grumpy, because the strength card represents a woman overpowering this big, like strong, like beast, right? It's giving Beauty and the Beast kind of energy. So it may be that kind of vibe between the two of you guys. And it was already coming to that your person could definitely like more of the beauty type, you know? Cutie patootie, very innocent looking. Others of you very feminine looking. So even if this is a guy, they are very pretty. It's the kind of vibe that's coming through here with strength. And it's kind of like there's something like a strong chin, a strong nose, strong cheekbones, strong jaw that's coming through on your person, right? I think that's the one thing that these cards don't really have. They don't really say things like that, like strong jaw, you know? But I'm getting that from this person, you know? And like I was talking about their features like jumping out at you, that's going to be a prominent thing coming through here. Here we have the Four of Swords. Immediately, I heard sleepers build. Okay, that's something that has been going around on social media that I had no idea was a thing until I saw it on social media. But it's basically a guy, right? I can put that right there. You still be able to see it quite clearly. It's basically a guy that comes off unassuming, average build, right? Or average height, whatever you want to call it. It's like someone who looks really skinny and frail and wimpy, wimpy, wimpy. But as soon as they kind of like flex their arms, they're very much stronger than they look. That's what this person's coming through as. So for some of you, if you are dealing with a woman, she is stronger than she looks. Others of you, if you're dealing with a men, I was just telling one of my friends this, how I forget how strong men really are. So I'll be ready to like square up and fight some of these men sometimes. I'm kind of like, girl, chill. These men are like, I'm strong for a girl, right? And I'm like, I know this. So it's like, I was always strong. Even when I was in like, I think, was it high school in Florida? We would be playing like, what is it called? Flag football? I think it's what it's called, flag football. And I would be tackling them little boys. But that was high school and they were still developing. Now, when you're a full grown man, I be forgetting that they really be strong. And then I get manhandled. I'm like, wait, hold up. And I'm like, what's up, hero? I'm just a girl, please. Even though I was ready to fully beat your behind 2 seconds ago, I'm just a girl, relax. So I'll be really forgetting how strong men really are, especially the ones who look really skinny and frumpy. I'm like, okay, you told me, relax now. Back up. You know what I mean? Back up, you know? But that's kind of what I'm getting here. The Four of Swords, like a sleeper's build, where like, look at how this knight is like just laying there looking unassuming, but you're not taking into consideration that he's a sleeping knight while a sleeping beast, exactly. This person's very much stronger than they look, right? So don't just take that into consideration, okay? They have like maybe these small skinny arms, like an average build. They don't really look like they are packing, you know, heat or packing any kind of punch behind them. But as soon as they flex their arm, there goes those muscles that you couldn't see a second ago, right? As soon as they do any smaller thing, like, you know, snatch you up or chop some kind of wood or whatever, and you're kind of like, oh, please, you know. That's the kind of energy coming through here. If you are a guy watching, then it's just giving that your woman is going to be stronger than she looks, right? She can be someone who lifts, she builds. I know that's like a really popular thing going around now for women, like strength training. So it's kind of like, instead of like just losing the weight and like getting flabby, you're losing the weight and building muscles. So like strength, core, Pilates, those women be strong AF. Because there's also these videos that I'm seeing going around on social media. They're my favorite videos right about now. It's men, like big, strong, brolic men who be in the gym thinking Pilates is no biggie. There's like a bunch of videos going around of men doing Pilates and they are fighting for their life. They're struggling. So it's definitely giving, because it's all about like your strength and core strength. And if you don't have that, you just think that you're in the gym building muscle with the weight. That's different than building core strength. So y'all be thinking these women is not strong, and then as soon as they kick you in the solar plexus and you kind of go, you know, you're taken aback. You're kind of like, oh, Pilates is so easy. And then the men are just be struggling and fighting and crying. And I just love to see it, okay? Well, that's coming through here. Let's see what else is coming through here. We have the Three of Cups. Yeah, your person's giving like very nice, very friendly, very cutesy kind of energy to them. Doesn't matter if they're a feminine or a masculine man or a woman. It's like, what were they saying, Hamilton? He's so approachable. Like, you can grab a beer with him. It's what the women were saying about Aaron Burr. You know, it's kind of like this person's like very charming looking, you know? So they could have like a princely look to them, Prince Charming, pretty boy kind of energy. You know what's the perfect example? There has been this big debate going around on social media from my people who are Love Island watchers / viewers, how a lot of men and women, mostly women of course, because women love, men love to objectify women as well, but the women are kind of giving it back now. So basically, right, season 6 is, what is that boy's name? Rob, there we go, versus season 7's Nick. Everyone's like going back and forth fighting. All the women in the Love Island fan club nation is like, on one side of it, it's like, oh, Nick is so much more attractive. Then the other women are kind of like, no, Rob is so much more attractive. And it's kind of like, I like put my 2 cents in. I'm kind of like, I prefer Nick because he looks more like manly. He looks more like mean and unapproachable, because he's like, I think he's like German, and they just have like that demeanor where it's kind of like, don't mess with me, like mean, gruff, manly man vibes. And then Rob, even though he is like a big nature and animal guy, his face is just so pretty. It's kind of like, he's like just these big doughy blue eyes, and he has this like dreamy face look to him, whereas Nick has a more like aggressive, rugged look to him. And I'm like, I prefer me a Nick kind of energy, right? Because even if you're describing body, Rob is like a little bit more buffer than Nick, but his face still gives like don't mess with me kind of energy, you know? And Rob is kind of like, oh, you're just a pretty boy, go sit down somewhere kind of energy, in my opinion. So I'm kind of like, Rob is like a dreamy, pretty boy, princely looking, more conventionally attractive kind of person, which is why most of the women are kind of like, oh my gosh, how can women prefer Nick over Rob? And I'm like, well, here, I'm a Nick girl here. And yeah, it's about what you want in a person, right? So if you were just asked a general consensus, every woman you see who is prettier, they're going to say Rob, probably, even though Nick is very pretty, but he has more like, I don't know, like I said, rugged features to him that give like, he has like a square face, you know, like the eyebrows and like the harsh look to him. That's kind of like, yeah, I'm pretty, but don't mess with me. And Rob is just kind of like, oh, you can come and beat me up and it's fine, but you probably wouldn't. It's like more buff physically, but his face is just getting very pretty. That's what I'm going to hear for your person, Three of Cups. They kind of give like out of a storybook, Prince Charming kind of look to them, okay? So that's what we have. Can I have one more card, please, for what does your person look like? That's what I was kind of saying with their eyes. They're very dreamy. They're very pretty. They're very cutie patootie. Even if they are like older, they're still giving like little kid, little boy, little girl, because they look so innocent and sweet and Prince Charming like, you know? They have this charming, beautiful look to them. This person could like be a musician, right? So it's like giving like very dreamy. And of course we have the Emperor. Oh, they said, but don't get me wrong. This person, if they're older, they have like a beard. Is coming through as well. And even this guy here on the card is definitely giving like me very rugged as well. But he's still like, you know, he's the perfect mix of what I'm talking about. Nick is very pretty boy as well, but it's like offset by this like rugged handsomeness to him. Like he can be in the wilderness and he'll protect you kind of energy. He's not someone you would like willingly want to cross, you know? Because as soon as he has his like RBF on, it's kind of like, oh, okay, I'm kind of scared. But if Rob were to have an RBF, it gives more smolder, you know, Flynn Rider, then, oh, I'm scared, you know? I hope I'm explaining that properly, right? Let's go look up those two guys and you'll understand what I'm talking about, okay? But even this guy, he has like a beard to him, you know, very attractive. He looks kind of, not mean, but, you know, distinguished, okay? But he just has a cuteness to him, right? That's what I'm trying to get at here. If you catch my drift. Of course, they still look all man, but it's like there's like a conventional attractiveness to your person. Especially because the Strength card is like Leo energy. And your person could be German because that's what Nick's ancestry is, I believe. For the most part. Because his last name is Van Steenberg. I mean, if that's not German, I think, but I don't know what is. But I think he's also said it in interviews that he's German, right? So that's coming through. But the Emperor card coming through, that's Aries. Like I said, they have a cute, innocent face, like I said. But they also have like a big, broad build to them. This person could be like stronger than they appear. They have more power than you would think, okay? Because Strength on the Emperor is definitely giving like, you know, outdoorsman, someone who be chopping wood. This person could be good in nature. They're good in physical altercations. They know how to fight, right? This person, like I said, is just like not someone you would want to go against physically. They may not look that way on their face, if that makes any kind of sense. Their face could look more innocent, but their body is definitely given, don't play with me, right? Ooh. Please. Belt acting up, okay. Anything else coming through? But yeah, this knight sitting here holding his sword, but he's not using it. He's not on the defense or the offense. He's just laying there. So this person is a fighter, but you would not be able to tell because they may come off as like, you know, a little bit unassuming, but their body is definitely giving muscular with the Emperor and the Strength card, okay? Or just someone who's like very fit. They live like a nice, healthy lifestyle. Because when I think of the Emperor, when it comes to physicality, it's someone who's like quite disciplined. Someone who's always working out, who's in the gym, who's lifting, who's running, that kind of energy. They're eating healthy, right? Because there's someone who has to keep in shape in order to take care of the people around them. They only eat the best foods. You know what I mean? Especially if they're older. I think this person is really in a lot of is in good shape for their age. Thank you. I know I'm stuttering over my words now. Anything else coming through, please, Spirit? This person like is giving movie star good looks. Is like kind of like a Brad Pitt kind of person, Johnny Depp. You know what I mean? Even Tom Cruise. No matter how much I don't really care for him, as a person or actor, he looks really good for his age. So does Brad Pitt, right? So these older people like the George Clooney's and the Brad Pitts, Pedro Pascal kind of looks his age. I ain't even gonna lie. I ain't even gonna hold him. I love him. He looks his age. But Brad Pitt still looks fine as heck, and he's in his 60s. Can you, please, Father God. And he's not a good person either. So he's not even a person to like, oh my gosh, but he you know what I mean? But I'm talking about looks here, people, right? Yeah, they're giving that beautiful sculpture, marble, cut from, you know, that kind of energy. They would be like a statue back in the day. They would be like someone who should be in a painting somewhere, you know? Here we have the lovers. That's what I'm kind of getting at. This person's giving like a lover boy, lover girl, really pretty boy vibes. Is coming through really hardcore for this person. And then we have the Ace of Pentacles. They're very strong. They have nice hands. The Ace of Pentacles is like giving me good salt of the earth kind of person. They're good at building and assembling things. So this person could be like a handyman, engineer, construction worker kind of energy, where they're good at like fixing things is the vibe that's coming through. And then we have the Chariot, which is like another embodiment of like the warrior kind of archetype. And look at how this guy looks so skinny and frail in the picture. But he is like, he's more than meets the eye, okay? And that's something that you're going to learn really quickly, how this person could be like overlooked by everyone else. So they have like an average build, you know? And then you're the one who's benefiting from that. People underestimating them because they're kind of like, oh my gosh, what are you doing with him? And it's kind of like when people see like a very nerdy, like I said, average build kind of guy with like a big thick girl. And they're like, you can't handle her. Unbeknownst to them, he'd be throwing it, flipping it, and reversing it in the bedroom. And that's why she's there. If you ever see a bigger girl with a skinny guy, don't ever say you can't handle all that, or else she wouldn't be there. Okay? Because one thing about me as a girl who is a bigger girl, I'm kind of like, I'm not going to be with no guy if he can't throw me around and make me feel small. So best believe you may not be able to see it and you're thinking he's going to be wimpy. When in the bedroom, he's going to be hefty. And that's only something that she knows. And that's their business. And that's for you know, for her to know, and you guys to never find out. So it's kind of like you're looking at these men and saying, oh, he's skinny and wimpy and he can handle all that kind of energy. You know what I mean? But this person is throwing it, flipping it, and reversing it in the bedroom with the Chariot card, the Emperor, and the Strength card. This person is very strong. They can have like I said, a very strong jaw, like very strong cheekbones. You know what I mean? Like what is it called? Like cut from marble for some of you. Others of you, they're giving like very soft. Like I'm not giving much dreamy energy, but I think the best way to describe it would have been like Rob kind of energy, or even a Nick for some of you, right? They're both quite attractive men. It just depends what you kind of like. But Nick is also very, very, very skinny. When it comes down to it, he got a thickums like Alandria. Alandria would not be there if that man did not know how to put it down, okay? We know that from the show. They were freako Nico, child. This person's a freak is what I'm coming through, is what's coming through. You know, put aside their looks for a second. They're a freak, right? And you gonna like it there, okay? I think I'm gonna like it here, okay? Understand that. But like I said, Alandra would not be with that man if he did not know how to put it down. He's given like very skinny, but like he's a man at the end of the day, and men like are just, I don't know, biologically stronger than women. So it's kind of like you're thinking that they're going to be wimpy, and they look that way, but then when it comes down to throwing you and flipping you and dealing with you and picking you up and all this kind of stuff, especially if you're someone who's bigger, it's like, oh, hold up now. I wasn't expecting all that. So the Chariot and the Emperor and the Strength card is giving me someone who is strong, strength training. They have a job where they have to kind of use their like physicality could be a thing as well. Or there's someone who's always running, someone who's working outdoors, someone who's like a outdoors person. You know, that's the kind of like build your person's giving, right? So for others of you, they may look like they're strong and they might actually be strong and very muscular. Others of you, I'm getting this person that kind of like average, you know, they're not really showing their strength, but like once they flex their arm, look up sleeper build on social media, you'll see what I mean. Like when they're wearing their clothes, you don't really see it, but when they pull their sleeve up and flex their arm, it's like pop, 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 you know, the muscles is popping up, but you wouldn't be able to see it when they're like just not flexing, you know? So that's what I'm getting for y'all people. Like, cause even though the arms are kind of small here, they're still defined. For someone who's older, even if they look older and frail and old, I'm sorry. I'm saying old too much. That's why I'm laughing. It's kind of like they're still like very strong underneath it all, but you won't be able to tell by how they look or what they wear, you know? So they could wear baggy clothes or something, but it's definitely given that they have really nice hands, strong hands, slow hands. Now I'm hearing Slow Hands by Nile. Slow hands like sweat dripping down our dirty laundry. Like, they're not going to disappoint you in the bedroom, if you know what I mean. Okay, this person, like I said, is unassuming, but they put it down in the bedroom. Anything else coming through? This here is going to be Prince Charming as well. So this person like has like wind flown, swept hair. This person hairs could be longer than the norm. Like, you know, men are known to like cut their hair off. This person has like longer hair. They grow their hair out. Not too long. Some of you could be long, but it's kind of like if they have a good head of hair is what's coming through here at the very least. A good head of hair. They ain't balding. None of that. Because bald didn't come through. So that's another thing coming through. They have a nice full head of hair. This person does like have like very, you know, a strong jawline as well. Okay. They can have like a nice chest as well, is what I'm getting to. But their body is like, it's tea. You just wouldn't be able to tell at first glance, right? Okay, so let's see what else is coming through for your person. I was gonna give some like characteristics about them that you should know. Like fun facts. Okay, please put hand of energy of my group one's future spouse. Now that we've gotten their looks out of the way, this person likes to wear hats as well, is what I'm getting. They have nice shoulders. Here we have a fox. This person is very mischievous. They're very mischievous. They like to push your buttons. That's the kind of spouse they're going to be to you. You know what I mean? But what I just learned about foxes the other day is they're very loyal. Even though they're known as like tricksters and, you know, sly and untrustworthy, they're very loyal to the people they are loyal to, right? So like a sly fox is the kind of energy. This person's eyes keep coming through. I keep seeing like, I don't know, like mischievous eyes, right? It's like a Loki character, okay? Here we have a broom. Is this a whip? A broom whip? A whip broom? This person could, like I said, they're a freak. That's my confirmation right there. They're a freak. So be ready to get into some whipping. Here we have a letter. So this person's very well versed. This person is like very, like I said, this person could be quite poetic and they like to write. This person is a writer. They're very mischievous. They love to write. They love whipping. They like whips and chains. It's given S and M, Rihanna. Okay. This person could still believe in like writing letters. This person could write you letters. And that's something that romantic they do in the connection with you. They have nice handwriting is also what I'm hearing. Here we have rolling the dice. This person likes to like play like not by the rules. They don't like playing by the rules. This person kind of like a Robin Hood character is what I'm getting. For whatever reason, I'm getting a Robin Hood character. I don't know if it's a fox. It's making me think of him. I think there's like a fox. Like Robin Hood was played by a fox in the Disney movies. I think. I don't think I've ever seen that movie, honestly. But I'm seeing like the fox and then with like the green and like red outfit on him. That could be Disney, could not be. I'm not 100% sure. I don't remember. But I'm getting that kind of person. They like to take from the rich and give to the poor. You know, they're like a very liberal kind of person. So when it comes to like a Republican or Democrat, this person's definitely giving like, you know, liberal. Okay. Rolling the dice, they can be a little bit of a gambler, right? But this is like definitely like trickster, gambling. It's kind of like how the Caribbean people or, you know, in some like Dominican, Puerto Rican culture like to be on the side of the street playing dominoes and playing dice and throwing the dice at the, you know, wall and, you know, betting and gambling. That's this kind of person is here. Okay? That could definitely be something coming through. But they're very good with their words, very romantic. This person could definitely have like a Prince Charming kind of energy to them. Anything else, please, Spirit? This person is very like slender, slim. I don't know. There's something about the fox's body that's giving like spry. You know, like I said, lean. Lean is the word. Yes, a lean, mean fighting machine. So they may not be the bulkiest, like I said, a sleeper build, but they strong. That's all you need to know. Anyway, let's keep going. What else can we know about this person? Please, Spirit. We have a number 11 coming through here, which is giving me justice. So this person is very much fair, balanced, okay? They believe in that as well. Here we have 6, which is the Lovers coming through again. This person's very lovey-dovey. I think this person is definitely, they have their moods. They could be someone who's like very, you know, moody, right? But they're also someone who's very happy as well. This person has their moments of being very moody and very quiet, very stormy. This person can have like a lot of, you know, tumultuous thoughts going on in their mind at all times, okay? The next card that fell out is Fish. This person's very abundant. Fish, a lot of fish in the sea. Fish could be in pregnancy in some instances if you dream of fish as pregnancy, but fish is just in general that we have the King of Pentacles, just means abundance. This person's gonna have money, and I would hope so because we have the suits coming through here. We have very well-dressed man, then we have this one older than you in a suit, and then we have the Emperor, so someone who's very grown, okay? This person is older than you, for sure. That's coming through. This person could be an Aries, okay? A Leo, which is very attractive, fiery energies. And what card was this here? Was this another major arcana card? We have Gemini with the Lovers. Chariot is Cancer. Four of Swords. That wasn't a major arcana card. Chariot, Cancer. Emperor, Aries. The Lovers is Gemini. And Strength is Leo. So those could be prominent placements in this person's chart. Interesting. Some of you could be 34, 39, 27. You guys could have a 14-year age gap, 11-year age gap, maybe 27 for some of you. That's like big. 39 and 34 is kind of crazy, but that could definitely apply as well because this person is getting older, okay? Settle down. Then we have this King. We have a King of Pentacles and a King of Wands. Love that for y'all. So very attractive and very well off, like I said, okay? And then we have a King of Spades, so a King of Swords energy coming through. And then we have these lilies. This person have like a very soft voice is what I'm hearing, soft hands. For some of you, it's not going to be soft because this is like a working man. They have working hands, okay? If they have like their own business, they started working in the business and kind of like started hiring out, you know, and then stopped working themselves with their hands are still like rough and calloused. Others of you, this person's hands like very soft, their skin is very soft, especially if you're watching for women. I believe it's like just like softness to this person. They're very delicate. What song is that? Delicate by Taylor Swift is coming through. I'm like, what song is that? The word that I just said, delicate. Okay. Is it for the best? My reputation's never been worse, so you must like beef with me. I'm trying to see what this 30 is all about. You can make, I think it's lilies. Yeah. Calm, peace, and serenity is what I preach. Your parents and elders show up under my symbol. I bring wisdom and experience. I signify a long-term relationship or destiny or ancestry. Contentment and satisfaction is my angle. So that's kind of what's coming through here with this person. We might suggest that they are a range of excitement, sexual nurturing, or the absence of that excitement and chastity. Don't know what that means, but like I already said, this person's a deviant in the bedroom. I just want to see what Lilith had to say. Okay. Okay. With this, I'm getting a message here from this card. Give me a second. There's something here about them being like the light, like their energy, like kind of like puts away the clouds. Maybe if they're not moody, you're someone who comes across as moody, and like just being around this person kind of like clears away the stormy clouds and brings out the sun. This person can be like very funny, you know, they like to make you laugh, or they're just really good at, you know, brightening your mood is kind of what's coming through. They can change or shift the energies if they were so inclined, okay? Let's just start shuffling random cards. What else is coming through, please, Spirit? What else can they know about their future spouse besides their looks? We have, there's a crowd. 3 is a crowd. Oh, my. We have make a choice. 3 is a crowd and make a choice is hilarious. This person could be making a choice in their life right now. You could know them already, is what I just heard. Here we have a twin flame journey. Oh, if you haven't met them by now, child, I feel like you've met this person. Here we have luck is on your side, good news. You can be waiting for them to make a choice and the good news is coming in pretty soon. Here we have full moon moment, emotions are high, release, realization. That's what this person's kind of going through right now. They're trying to, you know, release these emotions and, you know, be able to come forward. And then we have falling for you. So some of you could know this person already. Could know this person already. Anything else? We have things falling apart, change, endings, and rebuild. So this person could be rebuilding their life for others of you. Here we have justice, legal matters, and decisions. So a decision, we have make a choice and decisions coming through. And we have three as a crowd. Maybe you guys are still in like the dating phase where you're dating multiple people. And this person is like in the decision of making a choice, okay? It's kind of like, do I want the thing that's healthy for me, the apple, or do I want the unhealthy thing for me, the cupcake? It's good in the moment, but it has not the best long-term benefits. An apple is also good in the moment, but it has better long-term benefits. That could definitely be an energy coming through here. They could be choosing between jobs as well. A new job, they're kind of like, The cupcake is instant gratification, and then it's kind of like maybe no long-term, you know, benefits. But like I said, the apple is like much better for the long-term future. So that could definitely be a thing coming through here, especially if this person is older, they're trying to eat healthier and, you know, be better, you know, just in general. There was another deck that I wanted to pull from. There was, but there's too much time already. We're going to end the reading right here. I feel like we should end it here. I hope this reading resonated in some kind of way. I hope you had at least had some kind of fun. You got some clarity. Let me know how it resonates in the comments. If you are dating this person right now, if anything sounded really familiar, like you know this person already, okay? Yeah, that's what I have for you guys though. So like, comment, and subscribe, join the tribe if it did resonate. Hype the video if you feel called to do so. If you were to ever want to book a personal reading with me, you could always do that as well using my email in the description box below. You can also join my memberships using the link in the description box below, right above the timestamps. But I hope you're having a beautiful, wonderful day whenever you're watching this reading. As always, I will see you gorgeous people in the next one. Mwah. Bye. Hello, my gorgeous group 2s. Welcome to your reading. Thank you for joining me here today. So today is going to be part 3 in the Where the Hell is My Husband series that I've been doing on the channel. It's been a while since I've done an installment, so I thought we can rectify that. And as you very well know, I've been trying to find any reason to use my Who Is It Oracle deck that I just got. So in video 1, it was who is your future spouse, and installment number 2, it was how will you meet them, and this will be installment number 3, what will they look like. Why did you just do that? There's a ghost in here, don't piss me off. This person could be a ghost. They could be a ghost from the past, what I just heard as well. This future spouse could be someone you know already. Could be an energy coming through, because Jesus Christ, that was terrifying. It seemed like I wish I could show it to you, but it kind of happened already. So anyway, if you are new to this video, there is a series going on, and I'm going to try to remember to make it a playlist on my channel, so you can just go to the playlist and then just watch the video straight through, however many I end up including in this little, you know, series, okay? So it's inspired by Where the Heck Is My Husband, Where's My Husband by Ray, right? So let's get into it. The song is popular, so we're going to try to drag as much momentum as I can off the song. Anyway, let's get into it. Please, Spirit, my group 2s, what will their future spouse look like? Like, I'm going to try to drain as much as I can off this song before it's not popular anymore. Okay. Please, Spirit. And also watch until the end if you want to hear like little like characteristics, personality traits of your partner. I'm going to be using the Lenormand, you know, Oracle for some little fun facts about them that you should know. So here we have a brunette. This person is a brunette. Please, Spirit, what will their future spouse look like? What will their future spouse look like? Okay, the cards are coming out one by one. It was kind of like spurting out for group 1. Here we have vibrant apparel. This person likes to stand out. They're very big on colors. Here we have a purple suit coming through here in this one. So please, Spirit, what will their future spouse look like? Vibrant colors, dark hair, dark skin. We have dark skin coming through for your future spouse. Okay. I mean, purple does look amazing on black skin. I can't even lie. Especially a nice chocolate man. Please, that's enough. Okay, here we have a sharp face. This person have a sharp face. Whenever I think of a sharp face, I always think of like a prominent chin. That's the only thing that I can think of that makes a face sharp, but it could be anything. Okay. Here we have a beauty mark. This person could have a beauty mark or, you know, multiple beauty marks on their face. Here we have a busty chest. Please, Father. Okay, so this is definitely giving me some characteristics for my men who are watching. For a wife or women watching for a wife, she will have a busty chest, guys. Celebrate. Oh, child, it's just funny. I'm gonna move it up a little bit because I'm not. I usually do my videos in 0.5x, but because of the change in setting, I thought it would be a little bit cuter to just have the whole screen full of cards instead of doing it in 0.5. It's gonna be like so far out. Okay, I'm hearing far out, dude. This person could be a surfer, or they have that kind of personality, like very like slow, chill. You know what I mean? Or they have that lifestyle is what I'm hearing, where everything is kind of like chill, dude. Like if anything like pops off, they don't really get angry that easily. They're just gonna tell you probably to chill out. Okay. Here we have wavy hair. This girl does not have wavy hair, I guess. Maybe a little. Wavy hair. So waves, curls could be a thing as well. We have older than you. What? Coming through again? We have some people watching from group 1. Don't do that. Let me stop. Do whatever you please. Yeah, somebody's watching from group 1 because now we have markings. We have unhealthy habits. Is crazy. In what way? Well, of course, the guy's smoking, so that would make a lot of sense. This person can be a smoker. Oh, my. I'm also hearing that song just popped up in my head. Party like a rock star. Totally, dude. Party like a rock star. So that could definitely be a thing. This person likes to party like a rock star, which would make sense because unhealthy habits coming through. What does your future spouse look like, please, Spirit? What do they look like? Black clothing. This person could prefer wearing darker colors. We have black clothing and we have vibrant apparel. And then we have a baby face. Your person has a baby face. They have a baby face. Okay, all of these are not fitting, so we're gonna have to, you know what, it's fine. You guys saw them already. Wavy hair, older than you, they have markings on their skin. Unhealthy habits could definitely be a thing. What does that have to do with physical appearance? So that could like affect their physical appearance in some kind of way. Maybe there's someone who's like a bigger person because they don't eat healthy, or I don't know what that's supposed to mean, but or they're like too skinny because they don't eat enough, you know. They can have funky breath because they smoking, dry mouth, you know. They do have nice teeth though, so I'm getting, and nice lips. Okay, at the bottom of the deck, we have makeup. So your person could definitely wear makeup, no matter the gender. Okay, that's what we have here. Give it one more look before I start shuffling the tarot cards for what else they may look like. Bruh, don't piss me off, okay? I don't understand why you're being a little butthead. This person have a butt chin. Okay. We're doing that one more time. Yo, what is your issue, bro? Pissing me clean off. Okay, let me get into the reading. Because it keeps breaking. I heard one more time. Okay. You better act right this time. Yeah, I thought so. Third time's a charm. This person could have a stink attitude. You know, they have their moments. I just heard attitude, now walk off. Okay, we have Page of Cups. Then we have Justice. This person's giving a very proportionate person. We have the Six of Wands. They're very attractive. Okay, look at them. The Page of Cups is that innocence that was coming to the baby face is definitely what's coming through in the Page of Cups. They have like a very innocent, like not inexperienced personality per se, but it's giving their face looks like they like were just born the other day. Here we have Justice, very proportionate features. Okay, anything else coming through, please, Spirit, for their person's physical appearance? What do they look like? We have Libra, and Libras are ruled by Venus, so this person is very attractive if the Six of Wands wasn't enough to portray that. Here they have nice skin. They could have like a nice routine of a skincare routine or something, because their skin is really coming through here. I'm hearing it glows. They have nice hair too. You have the Page of Pentacles. What does their future spot look like, please, Spirit? Pages just always give me someone who looks a little bit young. So they do look young for their age. We have the Tower. Very interesting. Was I saying something here about this person? I'm trying to remember what I said. Bad attitude. That's kind of what I'm getting. I'm hearing a thunderous expression on their face. So kind of like upset when they're mad. They look a little scary. Is what's coming through your person. That was fast. Here we have the Queen of Cups. Very pretty. I don't know, like very soft beauty. And then we have the Empress, exactly. Ooh, this person is gorgeous. Gorgeous, darling. Nice long hair for some of you. If this is like a woman who can grow hair, if you like your men with hair as well, because this guy is coming with a little bit long hair, the corner hair, baby face. It's definitely giving he has some longer hair. Okay. They can have the chubby cheeks as well. This is very interesting. Quite conventionally attractive for sure. One more card. What would their future spots look like, please, Spirit? They're very intimidating with the Tower card. We have the Chariot, and then we have the King of Pentacles. Ooh, Big Daddy Warbucks vibes. Mr. Warbucks in the movie was bald, okay? So this person could be bald because he just came through for no reason at all. King of Pentacles, like, yeah, there's like a very stoicism to this person. And I just saw Love and 11 as confirmation all the time. So, yeah. Very stoic for my men. Women too, honestly. They have like an RBF to them. They're very intimidating, even though they have a baby face. And I hope that makes sense, right? Because, for example, I think people tell me I have a baby face, but I also can give you the meanest, illest look as well. So it's kind of like, there's like a balance here where it's like, okay, yeah, their face looks innocent, but if it's always set up in a scowl, or they're always mean mugging someone, then it's also like a grumpy baby. But the older you get, the more it becomes like intimidating, right? Especially if you like honed your craft and you wanted to make it as intimidating as possible. This person's like very good at like making people feel intimidated for sure. I'm hearing like a set frown on their face. This person could always be frowning for the most part. Like but it's giving like smolder, you know? There's a lot of energy coming through with this person, honestly. This person has like a really big ego, really big presence. I'm not getting a big like stature body, but this person could have like a big presence, a big energy to them if they're not tall and have a big like stature. You know what I mean? It will definitely depend, because I'm getting a lot of like mixed right down the middle energy for your person. I'm getting a lot of feminine energy and a lot of masculine energy. So that's kind of what I'm getting with the whole baby face, but also looks intimidating. Feminine energy, but also masculine energy. It's like that mix, perfect mix coming through here. King of Pentacles is like giving me someone's like very stern. Look at his face. You can see it on his face. He's not having it. And then we see the Queen of Cups, and look at her. She is having it. She looks very, very approachable. Like, do you see the difference in them? And this is for the one person coming through, for what they look like. One minute they look really soft and nice and approachable. The next minute it's kind of like, stay away from me. If they're a masculine energy, it's very much give me, leave me alone. If they're feminine energy, they're much more approachable, but still kind of like standoffish, if that makes any kind of sense. The Empress here. So we have both Libra signs coming out. We have both Venus signs coming out. There you go. We have Libra, we have Taurus. So this person is very beautiful. They put a lot of time into their looks, right? This person can have like a hawkish look to them, like a birdish look to them. They can have a pointy nose as well with the owl coming through here. I'm hearing a long tongue, which is crazy. They have long eyelashes, this person as well. Or nice eyelashes. They have a nice naked body too, because the way this guy's falling, just like a little robe around him. They're very like, they could be very body positive as well, but their body looks really nice. They're very confident in what they're working with. This person can be very active as well. Six of Wands gives me that as well as a Chariot. Nice legs, toned legs, because they're always walking. This person has like very like doe-like eyes, because I'm seeing the Page of Cups and the Queen of Cups. So whenever I think of cups, I always think of like softness, serenity, beauty, like goddess-like energy coming through here. So this person could definitely be like part goddess, part god, where some parts are like very strong and very like, you know, like I was saying earlier, intimidating, when other parts are more rounded. So their face could be like very harsh, but their body's more round, or their face is more round and their body's more harsh. You know, you get my drift. Or certain parts look very, very strong, like a chin, for example, or an eyebrows, or a nose, or a jaw. And then other parts like very soft, like their eyes, their cheeks, you know? Very full hair is what I'm getting as well from this person. And we already know they have a full chest, so that's definitely what's coming through. This person can have like a barrel chest for my guys, if you're watching for a man. And for my women, you know what a busty chest is. Okay, they're gifted up top. Okay. And that makes them very popular with the opposite sex. It depends. Because I think women like a nice good barrel chest as well. You know, a nice chest you can lay on. And it's kind of hairy. And you can kind of like rifle your hands. So this person can be very hairy. Oh my gosh, please, I'm getting lost in my delusions. Oh my God. I'm like, you're just laying there, yes. And running your hands through their hairy chest. Okay? But like a very big barrel chest is definitely coming through your person. Six of Wands and the Chariots kind of give you like soldier energy. So they have like a very puffed up, you know, me man, you woman kind of energy of their masculine coming through for sure. I'm sorry. I just saw like a vision of this person like puffing out their chest, you know, in my head. It was very hilarious, okay? This person could want to be like intimidating real bad, but they really aren't. And some of them could be, you know what I mean? Because everybody's person is not going to be the same exact person, but there's like certain factors coming through here. I think I said it already, like a butt dimple chin is coming to like a cleft chin. There is like a youthful energy to this person. Sorry, that my group one's coming through because their person was giving kind of like, they look really young for their age. That's what's coming through again with your person. So if you're from group one, get out. Let me stop. You're already here. Okay, but yeah, for some of you, like very rugged, but it's like rugged masculine beauty where you can tell that they're a man, but they're still beautiful. You know, if that makes any kind of sense. Raw, unfiltered. Like I'm trying to think of like some people that I can think of with this. Like Naveen. Even though he's not a real person, like Naveen from Princess and the Frog, where he's like raw masculine beauty because he's beautiful. He has like the really shiny, glittering eyes, the curl. This person could have curls in their hair, and that also adds a softness or more femininity to their beauty, right? This person looks like have long eyelashes. If they're a guy, that also adds a feminine touch to their beauty. A butt dimple also adds a feminine touch for whatever reason. I don't know why, but in my mind, it adds like a little bit of a feminine touch to their beauty, you know? Henry Cavill is another person coming through that is reminding me of this kind of energy, where whenever he grows out his hair and it's kind of curly and cute, he gives like innocent and cutesy. Like there's something about him that is cute, but there's also something about him that is a raw man. He has like a barrel chest, right? And his chest is kind of hairy. Yeah, it's giving me him. He's a good real man version. Is there any other real man version of this kind of energy? Like a pretty boy, but also very rugged, right? This is like a group 2 coming through again. I mean, group 1 coming through again. But your person is definitely giving like more bulky, like brolic kind of energy. Like there's like weight, extra weight, or just muscle on this person than in group 1, right? Group 1 was giving sleeper build. This person's giving not sleeper build. It's giving like a lumberjack. It's giving Henry Cavill. He put some time in the gym. You always want me shooting in the gym? Okay, it's giving very much that, right? Who else is a good example? I keep hearing Chris Evans, but like when he's like more floppy haired, innocent looking, and like he's been looking more like a teacher these days, where he dresses in like sweaters and, you know, cardigans and stuff like that. This person could like definitely be giving like old money energy, like an aristocrat look to them, you know? Because the Empress is definitely, did we have the Emperor come through here? No, we didn't have the Emperor. We have the King of Pentacles. It's like they're giving me so much like in demand, in control, like a patriarch? Monarch is the word I'm looking for. This person that gives kingly and queenly vibes. You know what I mean? So that could be that intimidating factor coming through for this person. If it's not coming through in their looks, it's like in their demeanor. There's someone you do not want to cross. You do not want to try. You do not want to offend. You know what I mean? This is definitely like popular girl, popular guy kind of looks. And look at how even the Queen of Cups is kind of giving me like, you know, broad shoulders. So that's definitely coming through. Broad shoulders, a thicker neck, her shoulders coming through here as well. The way she's holding her chest, the chest is coming through here for men and women. Very pretty, this person. Very Venusian. Is all that I can say with the Empress, which is Taurus, and which was ruled by Libra. And then we have the Libra card. Not the Libra card, please excuse me. Then we had Justice coming through, which is Libra energy, which is also associated with Venus. But I do believe, you know what's funny? Now it's making much more sense. Like Libra is the feminine, scratch that. Libra is the masculine embodiment of Venus, and Taurus is the feminine embodiment of Venus. So it would make perfect sense why this reading is for both men and women who are watching, for men and women, or, you know, they, them, non-binary kind of energy. But the energies are coming through as quite Venusian, quite pretty, you know what I mean? But one is like a more masculine pretty, and one is a more feminine pretty. So either way, this person is very, 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 very beautiful, like breathtaking, attractive, you know? Yeah. Venus is like, I don't know, giving me like artistic. This person's like very stylish. They dress really well. They spend and put a lot of time into their looks and appearance. I believe I mentioned that earlier with like, you know, skincare, you know, hair care. They take care of their body. They buy the right clothes is what's coming through as well. They definitely like work out and take care of their body as well. Some of y'all are here from group 1 and I don't like that. Because I need the energies to be like very singular. You're mixing and melding and making it even more confusing to read an energy. Like get out, go, shoot. Let me pull out this deck again. What else can you tell me about how their person looks, please, Spirit? I was gonna say a strong jaw. This came through for group 1 as well. Child, yeah, pissing me off. Y'all are not welcome here. A beard is coming through as well. Here we have animated eyes. Yeah, that's that big doe, big bright eyes coming through. They definitely do have bright eyes. And that should have made a lot of sense. We have the owl coming through here, and owls are like their eyes are very big. They see everything. Here we have glasses. This person could wear glasses, and glasses do tend to make eyes look bigger. Then we have muscular. See, that is coming through. And then we have makeup. Wasn't this the bottom of the deck? Yeah, this person likes to make themselves up, make themselves look good. They take pride in their appearance. Chariot card, very active. Nice lips, this person too. Because Taurus always makes you think of like mouth and lips. So that's definitely coming through here for your person. Libra gives me nice back. And that's kind of what I was getting here with like strong shoulders, strong neck, strong back. Okay. This person has really nice like thighs. Shapely, thick thighs. If you're watching for a woman, for a man, very muscular thighs is what's coming through here. Anything else? I think I already said this person could be hairy. I'm getting that vibe from this person. They have big D energy, and they can back it up too. Okay. They like to look good. They put a lot of, like I said, effort into their appearance, their makeup, their body, what they buy and put on themselves. Very, 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 very attractive person. Like on the higher spectrum of attractiveness. Like it's giving 10 energy. The Empress is like 10, you know? Anything ruled by Venus is like a 10. So very desirable. That's all I can keep saying for your person. They have like a nice beard. Like I said, an RBF kind of fit. I think I said all that I could say, honestly. I don't want to start repeating myself and getting redundant. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Hierophant. And this is Taurus energy again. A lot of major arcana cards too. This person's quite calm. They look, I don't know how to describe it, watery in a way. They look like very dreamy, like a character out of a storybook, like I said, a Prince Naveen. And that's coming through again from group 1. Their character was kind of given the same. Not character, I apologize there. Future spouse was giving the same. Very grounded, stable, mature, grown. This person's giving like on the taller side. They could be tall for a woman or just a tall man. So above average height for sure. Yeah, there's something long and curly and wavy. You know what I'm getting? How can I describe it? You know, there's that one picture of Zayn from One Direction that goes around where he's kind of like at an award show or an award ceremony wearing like a suit, and he has this one hair coming out. That's what I was also saying with Henry Cavill, the Superman effect. And you know Clark Kent wore glasses? Oh, y'all getting y'all Clark Kent? That's not right and that's not fair. It's not right and it's not okay. Okay? Like that's the kind of energy I'm picking up here. Someone who's like their personality is so nice and unassuming, but that body is given body, right? This person doesn't show off their looks. They don't really use it to their advantage is kind of what I'm saying. They don't dwell on that. Because I'm thinking of how Henry Cavill is like one of the most attractive people you've ever seen in your life, but he doesn't dwell on that. He dwells on his talent, his nerdy side of him to get him roles and things like that. You know, his dedication as an actor, not just looks, you know. His looks add on to it. I'm sure it doesn't help him book roles, but he doesn't walk around like he's God's gift to women, even though he kind of is, you know, sometimes, right? I don't know, just very attractive and pretty person. If pretty was a person. If youthful and vibrant was a person. If hairy barrel chest was a person. If knight in shining armor coming to save you on the back of his horse with his hair flowing in the wind was a person. Nice glowy glistening skin. Full hair. I'm hearing full disclosure. Very busty. There's not like, it's not, this person isn't giving me skinny at all. I'm sorry. if that's what you're here for. Because even the King of Pentacles is like giving me very bulky, and he's also kind of reminding me of the Hierophant. And this person is older than you. I think even more so than Group 1's person. They're giving like a little bit like white hair, gray hair kind of energy. Like bossy, grown, mature, right? Okay, let's move on. I'm going to pull some cards from the Lenormand deck really quickly and see what we can get for your person's personality. Oh, please. Why would you do that? Okay, please Spirit, tell me the energy. Mature. Oh, I can't. I like this person. Yeah, we have the snake, temptation. And it's because and we have the Queen of Wands coming through as well. So someone's like very fiery. Oh, please, Father. Okay, so the snake energy coming through, which is, we have chair energy coming through again, which is 7. Which is like very, I don't know, like, they're giving like daddy, you know? I was gonna say they kind of give like someone that makes you feel safe and at home. That's daddy right there. This person or mommy, whatever you want to call it. Here we have the stars and the sun and the moon. Let me stop. We just have the moon here. So someone who is quite dreamy, like it's like giving me like doll face energy, you know, doll face, prince face, knight face, king face, you know? Kind of like they're too good to be real. This person is giving me like doll beauty, like Ken and Barbie kind of energy, where like they're the ideal man, the ideal woman, the way they look. Okay. And then here we have the lilies, which is the King of Swords coming through. But the lilies, somebody's watching from Group 1. Why y'all do that? Because they are overlapping energies and things. Okay, please. Ooh, look at him. He's giving like caveman. And he's literally Mars. Like this person is very active and very buff and very broad and very like intimidating in how they look. You know, you put it into work. So we have baby face coming through here. And that just don't make no sense. This person, don't do it to him. Don't hurt him. And then here we have the 4-leaf clover. Yeah, this person won the genetic lottery. Like, that's what it's giving here. They won the genetic lottery. We have the Empress. We have the Hierophant. Taurus coming through twice. We have Libra coming through again in the Empress as well, right? Then we have Libra coming through again in the freaking Justice card. Then we have the Tower, the kind of beauty that's kind of like destabilizing sometimes, a little bit intimidating. Exactly. Let me stop. And then we have the Ring. Ugh. I'm hearing, I love it when you call me Big Papa. Okay? I love it when you call me Big Papa. Throw your hands in the air if you's a true player. Okay, this person could be 25, 28, 32, and 30. This person loves looking at the stars and astrology is coming through here. This person is very tempting. This person could kind of be like, I don't know, a little bit naughty in the bedroom with the snake coming through here. Very sneaky. Then we have the 4-leaf clover, someone who's very lucky. Maybe someone who believes in like making wishes on stars and making wishes on 4-leaf clovers, and they believe in luck and magic and, you know, spirituality, things like that. With the lilies, they're definitely giving me someone who's very romantic, very soft. They make you feel very safe. Like these are like just little personality traits coming through as well. Someone who's very aggressive, very manly, okay, with this card coming through here. And then we have the Ace of Cups, very protective of the people they care about, okay? We have the 8 of Cups coming through as well. They are definitely like an escapism kind of person. They get lost in their brain, you know? They drift off to different worlds and galaxies. You know, I'm hearing, oh my gosh. King George from Queen Charlotte, like, I'm a madman. I see different worlds in my mind. You don't want to love me. You know, during that intense scene where Queen Charlotte is like, do you love me? And he's like, you don't want me to love you. I'm a madman. I see different worlds in my mind. And she's like, do you love me? I love you. From the moment I've caught you trying to climb over the wall, I've loved you. And he just went in like, let me stop. I can't breathe with you. I'm not there. I love you. And I'm like, oh, please. This person could be that kind of dramatic person. Like, literally, they're giving a character from like a movie or a book, and that was coming through in group one as well. So group one continued basically is what's coming through in this reading right now. But like very like, I don't know, like I-Man, you know, He-Man kind of character, very broad, very muscular, very sexy if you're watching for a man. If you're watching for a woman, I'm getting someone who's very thick, okay? Someone who puts a lot of time into their appearance. They have very thick hair. They're very beautiful, okay? They have a baby face as well. Temptation personified. Literally very curvy, curvaceous, sexy. I'm hearing plump, okay? The busty chest, like I said, told us all we needed to know. And then we have the ring, okay? It's like someone who kind of stepped out of your fantasies is what's coming through, because by the ring, it's clarified by the Ace of Clubs, which is the Ace of Wands, and that's kind of like at attention energy, if you understand what I mean, when it comes to the male member, right? But anyway, this is supposed to be about this person's personality. They definitely want to get married. They're definitely someone who will be the pursuer. They don't really stand down and give up, you know? This person will be hard to tame. If you were a guy who was looking for a woman and want to tame her, she is not going easily. She's not going down without a fight. Just to let you know, okay? With the 4-leaf clover, this person could be a really good manifestor. They're really good at getting what they want, okay? I've heard they like wished on many a star is what's coming through again. The moon here is just giving me astrology, looking up at the stars and trying to decipher them, because it's giving like a telescope energy. It's giving like a planetarium. This person loves looking up at the night sky. I love the stars, the moon, all of that. They love that. They're obsessed with it, okay? They could just do it forever. They are very aggressive, though. They are very like outspoken. They're going to tell like it is. They don't like being told what to do. Keeps coming through. Then we have the lilies. Okay, let me read in the book again for the lilies. I read already once. It says, calm, peace, and serenity is what I preach. Your parents and elders show up under my symbol. I bring wisdom and experience. I signify a long-term relationship or ancestry. Contentment and satisfaction is my angle. The lily from a pagan view is symbolic of sexuality and passion, but also of purity. Look at that. That's what I'm trying to say. This person like giving, like, I don't know, passionate and sexy, but they're also like an innocent baby face. It can also symbolize motherhood. As a result, these calm-looking flowers with their glass engraved background reflect a range of interpretations. They are both growing and yet eternally captured in smooth glass. Without any of their essence, shows the two sides of this card. So this person always looks well put together. They don't look very unruffled. It's kind of like a perfect person, step out of a perfect book, and there's nothing wrong with them. There's no like impurities. There's no like insecurities. There's nothing you can really say, oh my gosh, that's horrible about them, you know? They look too perfect sometimes. Interesting. Okay. I do want to look up the man as well, since it's here. We have man 28. Wait, who would be man 1 and who would be man 2? Oh Lord, Father God. Who would be, okay, let's see. Okay, so he would be man 2. This optional second man in the reverie might be used to provide a specific reference for a reading, or serve for a same-sex relationship, or provide a choice that might better represent the personality of a male subject of the reading. In the second version, a strong-looking man wears a red cloak, his bare chest showing a masculine Mars symbol on a pendant. He looks to the right of the card and appears determined and passionate. The card is lit with a golden background that communicates essential power. It's like a very powerful person. Very physically strong, keeps coming through. Because this is man number 2, not man number 1. But they said man number 2 could also signify same-sex relationships, and that could definitely be a vibe coming through. This person could like the opposite sex or the same sex. Both. This person could like both. That's something about them. This person likes both. They could see themselves getting down with both. Sexy. Okay. Yeah, the ring. This person have like a special ring they wear. Okay. But the ring and it being red like signifies their passion once again. but definitely they want to get down and dirty. This person's a freak too. Group 1 was coming through as a freak solstice person. And they just need the right person to unleash that side of them with, is kind of what I'm getting mostly for this group. Now let's get some actual messages before we end the reading. And I love how we have like the snake symbolism with like the apples, and that's like taking me back to like the Garden of Eden. So maybe we should read for number 7 and see what it says. Watch out for me because I am always hiding. You can never trust or believe me. I am cheating, deceiving, and will betray you in a heartbeat. Be careful where you are treading. My fangs will surely have you treading. The game of hope makes it clear to stay safe from the bite of this dangerous snake. Be afraid, very afraid, as betrayal may very well be in the cards where this card lies. Watch out for a superficial person, one who is prone to be malicious, particularly when combined with a dog. You don't see no dog here, okay? Quite literally a female dog best friend, meaning you harm. Okay, please. Yeah, this alludes to the Garden of Eden, but I'm getting more temptation from this person. But they said what they said, I guess. Okay, let's keep going. That's funny. This person could definitely be quite aggressive, quite full on. Here we have things falling apart, change, endings, rebuilding. This person could be going through a rebuilding phase in their life right now. Here we have let it go, release, don't look back. Definitely, that's what they're going through right now. Anything else coming through with this person? We have days and we have weeks. That could definitely be a time frame for when you meet this person. I was kind of getting the energy of you knowing this person already in the beginning of the reading. That could definitely be an indicator this person will be coming in within days or weeks. Okay, April 15th could be important. Spring. So they're definitely going through a transformation right now. They're rebuilding their life, whoever this future spouse is. This person could love spring as well. This person has soft skin, for sure. Here we have toxic behavior, control, manipulation, and obsession. That's that snake energy coming through once again. And the snake is on the freaking card, bro! That's crazy. Interesting. That could be a big thing for this person. Toxic behavior, toxic masculinity or femininity. Here we have a new arrival. Somebody could be having kids. This person could be in a toxic connection right now, but they're kind of trapped by kids, is what I just heard as well. So that's something. Here we have I want to kiss you. This person could be in a toxic connection, but still thinking of you or wanting to move on. Here we have feminine energy, so that's definitely a big thing. We have so much Venus coming through, I'm not surprised. And then we have, you're the peanut butter to my jelly. That's how you're going to be feeling this connection. It says working on it, planning. So this person is working on this toxic behavior. Good. And then we have karmic cycles. Yeah, it's coming to a close. Repetition, so less than closure. This toxic energy in their life is definitely coming to a close. I want to kiss you is so cute, though. So can I kiss you again? That song is coming through. Can I Kiss You by Doll. Okay, that's about what I have for y'all, though. I'm going to leave your reading here. If it resonated, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, join the tribe. We'd love to have you. Thank you for joining me in this third installment. If you feel called to do so, hype the video as well. If you ever want to book a reading with me, you could always do so using my email in the description box below. If you want to join my memberships, you can do that clicking on the link right above the timestamps in the description box below. But yeah, I hope you're having a beautiful, wonderful day whenever you're watching this reading. And as always, I will see you gorgeous people in the next one. Mwah. Bye. Hello, my gorgeous group 3s. Welcome to your reading. Thank you for joining me here in today's reading. This is going to be the third installment in the Where the Hell is My Husband series. Okay, so we've done part 1, which is who is your future spouse. Group 2, which is the how you meet them. And then today is going to be group 3, another excuse to use my who is it oracle, what they look like. Okay, so, and then we're also going to get a little bit about their personality and, like, you know, fun facts about them towards the end of the reading using my Lenormand oracle. So let's get right into it. A break. I'm seeing the White Rabbit from Alice in Wonderland right now saying, I'm late, I'm late. This person could always be late. This person could always be late. That's a characteristic coming through for your future spouse. Oh, they left to run around. I'm more so good they're always late. Okay. So please Spirit, tap me into the energy of my group. Threes. What will your future spouse look like? If this is your first time here, I am trying to remember to make a playlist. So remind me in the comments to make a playlist for this topic and give me any other ideas about what you want to know about your future spouse as well. And I'll incorporate it when I can. Please Spirit, what will their future spouse look like? We have animated eyes. So really big, vibrant doe eyes. Very expressive eyes. They're very beautiful as well. This person could like to wear like red makeup. This person is kind of giving me the bunny from Alice in Wonderland. I'm not even gonna lie. This person has very chubby cheeks, very cherubic features, very innocent looking. Here we have a scar. This person could have a visible scar on their face or on their body. That was funny. We have blonde. This person could be blonde. What would their future spouse look like, please Spirit? Dark skin. This person could have dark skin. Black. Oh my gosh. I'm like, I wish I would just say that. But I guess dark skin is different from black, which it really isn't, but please. I wonder if they have medium skin in here. Because I'm like, what was the meaning of that? I don't know. We have makeup. This person could wear makeup. A female energy coming through or a feminine energy coming through. Older than you has come through in all three readings. Y'all are attracting a daddy or a mommy, whatever y'all like. This person could have kids, honestly. That's the first time I've gotten that energy in any of these readings. This person could have kids. I say you can have whatever you like. Hey, I say you can have whatever you like. Yeah, that song's coming through as well. Whatever you like, T.I. This person could like to spoil you. Or spoil themselves as well. They're kind of like, whatever you want, king or queen. This person could definitely like shopping as well. Here we have albino. That would make sense with the blonde hair, honestly. This person could be albino. Sorry, I didn't realize you couldn't see it over there. I mean, you know what's funny? That albino came out under animated eyes. And I do believe, like, I feel like I used to know this one guy when I lived in Florida. And he was albino as well. And his eyes would always kind of, like, move like that. Back and forth. They couldn't really focus. I don't know if that was, like, a thing, just a him thing. Or that's something that, like, happens. But it's, like, animated eyes would make a lot of sense if they do have, if they're albino and their eyes are like that, you know? That's the one thing I remember about him. He was messy. I'm trying to remember his name. It was like Dominic or something. He was the messy boots in school. Like, I think he was also gay, and he would just walk around, be friends with all the girls, and get all the tea. And then he would go over and be friends with the guys and probably tell them all the tea. Messy boots. He was giving me a Kendall character from Love Island season 6. Kendall was very messy boots. And I think he likes guys, but he's just down low, you know, or he's bi, which I was kind of saying for, was it group 2? Somebody could be here from group 2. Anyway, we have brunette. This person could be a blonde or they could be a brunette. They could also have like braids. I'm seeing how Kendall these days likes to wear his like hair braided back. I don't like the look on him, but if he likes it, I love it, y'all. Okay, they got some straight back braids with a tape up. This person here, and I'm pretty sure, 100% sure they don't have that in that deck. So that's coming through for y'all. Okay, I see y'all. This deck may not see you, but I see you. We have medium skin tone. They do have that in here. So far, we're getting some colored people. People got some melanin up in here. Melanated, I should say. I said colored on something, and people got mad at me. I'm like, what did I say? Like, we come in all shapes and colors, right? And they're kind of like, no, it makes them think of how we used to be called colored. I'm like, I heard you. Valid. I'm gonna start saying melanated. I heard you. That's a good point you made there. I'm open to criticism if you give me an explanation now. That makes sense. Okay, heard you. Melanin, okay? Here we have a tooth gap. How cute. A tooth gap. I just heard Twiggy. I think she's like a famous supermodel. White, of course, but had a gap tooth. Yeah. Here we have mature. So someone who's mature. We have older than you and mature. So we all marrying people who are older than us, really? Do they have younger than you in here? Because I've never seen it. Shoot. Here we have average build, okay? This is a person with an average build. So not too skinny, not too muscular, we like that. Just average, you know? Anything else, please, Spirit, coming through for my collective? Coarse curly hair. So we do have some black kings and queens coming through. What up, my people? Because they're trying to whitewash this deck. We only have one black sir here, one black lady here. Okay, another black queen here. Okay. They have coarse curly hair, a gap in front of their tooth. They could have a scar. We have a skin condition. This person could have a skin condition. Interesting. This is the first time I'm seeing this card. If you don't focus. You know what's funny enough? When I was talking about Twiggy, I was also like hearing like Winnie Harlow in my head, but I'm like, she doesn't have a gap tooth. Maybe she does, I don't know. But now the skin condition is making me think of her as well. So anything else? We have braids. Yo! What did I say? This person has braids. Why they did that made it a white woman with red hair. I told you this person has straight backs. But it's tape up. This person could wear braids. Of course, I thought that's the only kind of braids in the world. We have box braids. We have like all kinds of braids out here in the world. That could definitely be it. And she's coming through, especially if this person's black. Okay? That's like a supposed protective style. I think it's been debunked as a protective style, but right, I don't know. I can't wear braids. It's gonna snatch out my edges, which I barely have right now. So I can't really do all that right now. Or I would love to just throw braids in my hair and leave her alone, but I can't because I would be looking real bald headed. And I refuse in the name of Jesus. Anyway, let me stop. Here you have powerful. This person's very powerful. Braids is still sending me because I said that. I literally said it. I'm like, they probably don't have braids in this deck either. They don't have the braids I was talking about, okay? We have another card that flew over. We have red attire. This person likes to wear red. They look good in red. And it's funny how we have like a redhead coming through here. Or a ginger, I don't know. One of those is seen as a slur. It might be ginger, so a redhead, I don't freaking know. There's so many freaking bombs in the world right now that you can't say or someone's going to cancel you. And I'm just like, so we can't just talk about people anymore? We can't just say things and describe people? Oh, please. This person could also have locks. I was thinking about how somebody like kind of jumped down my throat in the comments one time talking about we don't call them the D word anymore. We call them locks, right? So this person have locks as well. I don't know if they have that in this deck. If they're an urban person, we have black or African American right there as soon as I said it. And then we have plus size, and we have busty chest, so I'll take those. This person could have facial hair. I was trying to look at the deck to see if they said anything about locks, which I doubt. No. They have elderly in here. Yo, that just tickled me. I'm sorry, don't mind me. Nope, yeah, they don't have locks in here. Because you're not going to catch me again saying they probably don't have that in here just to pop out. Okay. And then at the bottom, I mean at the top right here, we have redheads. This person could definitely be a redhead. Okay, so that's what we have here. This person could be a busty chest girlington or a busty chest feller, right? big chest, right? It doesn't have to be flabby, fatty chest. It could just be like a buff barrel chest is the word, you know? And this person could be Black or African American. We have plus size that want to come through as well. This person could have coarse curly hair. This person likes to wear their hair in braids, right? They could have a skin condition, eczema, things like that, vitiligo, right? Let's fix all of these. Okay, that's a lot of stuff coming through. Let's get the tarot cards out for what will their future spouse look like. What will their future spouse look like? Group 3's future spouse, what will they look like? A whole stack? Oh no. We have the Magician. They like to change up their look. They look like very mischievous and sly. Because I'm thinking about how, first of all, how the person looks in the card, obviously. And then the Magician is like Mercury energy, which is Virgo and Gemini energy. But it's also... Mercury is kind of like the equivalent to Loki, you know, very trickstery, very funny, you know, the king of communication kind of energy, or god of communication. So the way this person has like a mischievous look to them, okay? They do have wavy hair though, curly hair, wavy hair, whatever, because it's coming through again. And didn't you guys get wavy hair? I think, or was it group 2? I'm filming these back to back to back. I didn't take breaks in between, so it's kind of getting jumbled up. Forgive me. Here we have the Page of Cups. Yeah, there's a youthfulness to this person because the Magician here is definitely giving me like a little kid energy. This person could look very young, almost like a baby. I'm surprised baby face didn't come out. Here we have 9 of Pentacles. This person dresses very well. They put a lot of time, money, and energy into their looks. Okay, and then we have a King of Wands. Okay. Look, he's a chunk. He's a chunk among this person is quite chunk. Because we did have plus size coming through here for your person, okay? This person's a chunk. I need a big boy. I need a big boy. I need a big boy. It's coming through. For my women, you're definitely like a bigger, chunky, you know? Plus size girl, we love that for you. That's your future spouse coming through there. Giving you a big boy. He always makes me think of Wreck-It Ralph. I don't know why. This person's like very big and broad. They're not like, you know, like the big and where it's like a lot of chunk. It's like big where it's a lot of muscle. Because Wreck-It Ralph was literally like had the meat cleavers as hands, child. And he was just crushing everything. It's definitely giving like defense linebacker or something like that. It's giving the guy from Blindside. He was like, I think he was like a defensive linebacker or whatever. He defended everybody else by taking all the hits himself. Very scrappy individual, very meaty in all places. Because this one looks extra thick and girthy, if you know what I mean. Wink, wink, shove, shove. Okay. Now the Magician had me thinking things. The Magician got me thinking like, oh, okay. I want to bite my fingernail and stuff. This person's like very changeable when it comes to their look. They don't have a one aesthetic. They have multiple different aesthetics because the Magician is not someone who likes to play it safe or keep it simple. They want to be different, you know? They have a bunch of different styles, this person. Here we have the 7 of Pentacles. All we're seeing is like a nice defined back. This person could have like a strong back. Okay. This person be putting time into their physical appearance for sure. That's what the 7 of Pentacles is also giving me. They have like a skincare, makeup routine, a bath routine, right? I'm hearing an everything shower routine, you know, anything when it comes to like self-care and making themselves look good and smell good and feel good. They have all the answers. They know the right soaps to use for this and the right lotions to use for that. You know what I mean? They're very well versed in those kinds of things. Beauty, the beauty industry. Here we have the Hangman coming through. The Hangman, this Pisces energy. This person is like, I don't know. I don't want to say the most attractive person around, but so far we've gotten like a lot of good cards that signify all of your future spouses are quite attractive. I mean, I would hope you're attracted to them, but this is more so giving me like, I don't want to say average, but we have average build here. This hangman is kind of like someone who likes to disappear. So even if they are very attractive, they don't like to be in the spotlight. They're very like uncomfortable, you know, being seen and like fawned over and giving compliments, you know? They kind of just want to fold into the background. Yeah, they put a lot of time into their looks, but not for other people, it's for themselves. So when people are kind of like, oh my gosh, where did you get that? Oh my gosh, you look so good, da, da, da. They're kind of like, oh, okay, thanks. They'd rather be like invisible, you know? We have the Three of Pentacles. Yeah, this person's like giving like studious nerd. Finally it's coming through. It wasn't coming through for any other freaking pile. The Three of Pentacles is definitely giving like, you know, anime person, you know, average build, not too strong. Like I don't want to say like, you know, boring but it's kind of like someone like wants to blend into the background, whether they do or not. Because the King of Pentacles is someone who's very charismatic, someone who's like very bigger. But we're not talking about personality here. We're talking about look. So the King of Wands, sorry, excuse me, is more so giving me like, you know, build and stature, not personality. But Kings of Wands are attractive, period. You know what I mean? So this is like giving me jock, like popular kid kind of energy, even though we also have the nerd coming through. This person can, like I said, like to change things up. So one second they're embodying the nerd, you know, the next minute they're the teacher archetype. Then the next minute they're the businesswoman, businessman. The next minute they're like the fairy. They're the cottage core, the coquette kind of energy. The next minute they're the jock and they're wearing the jerseys and the athleisure kind of energy. They like to they have a lot of clothes, but I'm definitely getting. And let's say they let to shop, right, for your group, shopaholics. I think I said that for your group. I'm not 100% sure. They're definitely material people. Okay, material girl. And then we have a Queen of Swords. Yeah, so it's kind of like, how can I even describe it? For my women, I feel like for the feminine energies, this person has a really good balance of like sharp, astute, clean, clean girl makeup, you know, clean aesthetic. They smell good, perfume, all that kind of stuff. Not a hair out of place. I'm hearing like a very tight back bun, slick back bun, okay? I'm hearing a bust down, okay? Straight hair, shiny. Like, don't play with them. 30 inch bust down, come through, okay? It's definitely what I'm getting from this person, right? But then for the masculine, it's kind of like, I don't know. I don't want to say the King of Wands puts a lot of effort into his appearance, but I think he does. This person likes dressing up and looking good, smelling good, all that kind of energy. This person, I don't care if they're a man or a woman, whatever you resonate as, they're gonna pull up and step out, okay? They're not going anyway looking raggedy, not washing up. This person's like very clean. They take a lot of showers. Hygiene is very important to them. They brush their teeth, they floss, they brush their hair. Like they're gonna make sure all that stuff is done before they go to bed. You know? That's coming through for this person, and it's not physicality, but it has to do with their appearance. So it's definitely coming through. Okay, face is gonna be beat when it's time for them to go out somewhere. But I'm also giving because they take such good care of themselves, they don't really need makeup or anything extra. You know, they go to the gym. You wasn't gonna be shooting in the gym, right? They're gonna be in the gym looking good, putting time into their appearance. If they're not in the gym, they're like doing their little exercises at home. They're walking there. Like how much you're supposed to walk a day, 1,000 steps a day kind of energy. They're going for their walks, like putting on their music and like going for like a little jog kind of energy. Like they're meditating if it's not anything overly physical. Like there's just something about them putting time into their well-being, which shows on the outside. You know what I mean? They look like they're fresh and dewy. And I'm hearing succulent. Like you just want to, you know, lick them all up. Like they look good. I'm not even going to lie. I can't lie to y'all, okay? The cards are saying that if I'm not, Nine of Pentacles, rich energy, well put together. Like you like they just got off the shelf. They just came off the runway kind of energy. You know, they have very animated eyes and face and very expressive kind of person, you know. With the Queen of Swords coming through here, this person could be quite expressive. But I'm also kind of getting like a very clean, severe bun, teacher kind of, like not a hair out of place, like pencil skirts and business suits kind of energy is what's coming through as well for your person. And I do believe the Queen of Swords is like as opposite as you can get from the King of Wands. He's very loud, boisterous, charismatic, talking to everyone. And then we have the Queen of Swords. So they have moments of being like very quiet and introverted. They're like an ambivert kind of person for sure, if we're getting the personality. But when it comes to like their looks, they're also ambiverted. One day it's really out there, and the next day they kind of want to blend and not really be seen. You know what I mean? Strong shoulders, nice feet. Cheekbones are coming through as well. Curly hair is for sure coming through. This is the most cards I've seen so far with curly hair. And I love how we have blonde coming through. We have a blonde hair guy in the Hangman. Queen of Swords, like very serious, like direct eyes, straight nose, high cheekbones is the energy coming through. Like I'm also just keep being a severe bun. It's like when the hair is slick back, it's slick back. No, nothing's coming out of it. No hair out of place, you know? I'm also hearing windswept could be a thing as well. Anything else coming through here? I can get some more cards. Why not? What would their future spouse look like, please, Spirit? The Fool. Yeah, very young. Youthful. Kind of like baby. Like I said. Five of Swords. But catty. Yo, that's crazy. And then we have the Ace of Pentacles. Well put together. Puts like time and effort into their appearance. Can that shut up in the back? What's wrong with you? This is hilarious. I like this person. I like the way they look, what they put effort into. Five of Swords is someone who looks like a little bit quiet. This Five of Swords is someone who doesn't want to talk to everybody else. They like to be on their own. So they could be giving loner energy. Like I said, this person's giving a bunch of different energies here. But like they're loners sometimes, very outgoing other times, very strict and very quiet and observant other times. You know, it really just depends who this person is. I'm getting like a very tall energy from this person. I don't know if it's giving like, you know, regal, or they always like, you know, have their back straight. Even if they're short, this person gives tall, right? Because I'm remembering how it was like years ago during the pandemic, I believe it was like a year or two after, I had met this like artist who used to like perform around bars in Brooklyn. And I remember we were like at a bar one night and we were all talking and hanging out, and we were all like telling each other our heights. And I was like, yeah, girl, I'm 5'4". And she was like, what? I'm like, yeah, I'm 5'4". She's like, you don't look 5'4". You look so much taller. And I'm like, no, girl, I'm short. I'm 5'4". And she's like, oh, well, your demeanor just gives someone who's taller. And that's the kind of energy coming through here. If this person isn't like short, they're giving the illusion of being tall, you know? Even if they aren't, it's the kind of vibe coming through here. And I'm like, girl, yeah, I'm just 5'4". She's like, oh my gosh, you just look taller. You feel taller. I'm like, well, I ain't. Okay. I said what I said. Right? Because I think I'm not the shortest of my family. I think my youngest sister is like a little, like an inch or like maybe the same height as me, but everyone else is taller than me. And I'm like, oh. So I always grew up thinking that I was short until I go out to the world and see people who are shorter than me. And I'm like, yeah, see, I don't got it that much. I don't got it that bad. But the thing is that I don't understand why I came out short. Because my mom was a tall queen, a stallion, right? And then my father, that waste man, let me stop. The sperm donor was like tall as well. So I'm like, how I end up short? But sometimes, okay, you just get the short end of the stick. But like I always say, I don't want to be a tall girl because I get more options if I'm short, you know? Especially when it comes to men. Because a lot of men out here aren't really the tallest, right? So somebody got to be for the short kings, okay? So that's kind of what I'm getting here. This person could definitely be like shorter, but have like a tall presence. You know, or they walk with their back straight and their shoulders back. You know, so it's like, oh, okay. They're giving tall, but they really may not be. So this person may like illusion. They know how to make certain things look like they have something if they don't, right? If that makes any kind of sense. They may look like they have more hair than they do because they know how to style it properly. They may look like they're slimmer than they are because they know how to, you know, wear things properly to accentuate the waist and all that kind of stuff. Okay? I'm getting like an hourglass figure from this person if they're a female, if they're a guy. Like I said, it's just giving big, brolic, and beefy. Literally, that's all that I can say right now. But the average build coming through here, some of them are of average build, which is that little nerd sign that's coming through here. There's like a little bit of a nerd peeking through. That's what I have for y'all. Yeah. When it comes to looks, this person does like to, like, you know, style their hair. So they can wear mousse or curling jelly or what is that? It's called mousse, but it's like dish pomade. for others of you and mousse for others of you, right? Because if they have some kind of curl to their hair, they're gonna have to put some product in it. You know what I mean? They always look well put together. You know, I'm hearing Serena from Love Island season 6. How she always has a different hairstyle, you know what I mean? And I do believe she is kind of short, but she does give tall because her body's like so, like, I don't know, toned, you know? Limber, right? Lean, but she has a big badongadonk on her as well, and nice yitties, right? But she feels taller because her demeanor is like so Queen of Swords, like, right? And she's also a Virgo queen, so that can definitely make a lot of sense. The way you carry yourself kind of makes you look shorter or look taller sometimes. You can be someone who's tall but you have short energy. If that makes any kind of sense. Okay. This person could love, I wouldn't say hats, but I also heard heights. This person loves heights. And that would be funny because we have this fool on the cliff and we have a dog, right? This person could be kind of like giving puppy dog little animal energy, like a cute bunny, which I said in the beginning because I was getting the white bunny from Alice in Wonderland. I think it was for your group. It's like cute little chubby cheeks and chunky and a little short, you know? But like I said, the energy gives taller. Others of you, your person is really like average size, you know? Nothing too much, nothing too much. They have a nice smile though. Some of them could be quite pouty. Like I'm getting like a little boy kind of energy for some of you. So they may look that way. Oh my God, I feel so bad. Why did I just hear, what's his name? Josh Hutcherson. She's a short king. He's a short king. And there's nothing too brolic about him. That's the kind of average size and average height I kind of mean for y'all, you know? For your future spouse. But I love me some Josh Hutcherson. He can get it, right? Ain't nothing wrong with being a little short king. He does his demeanor and personality doesn't give short king though. He doesn't dwell on it. Okay, let's get some fun facts about your future spouse, please, Spirit. We have the stars. They definitely do stand out. They glow. If it's not their skin, then it's their demeanor, okay? They love looking up at the stars in the sky. They're very quirky and unique, very much a rebel. The Queen of Swords does give me that. Very no BS as well. It's 3 in the morning, you know. So why don't you come over my place and put a smile on my face? If you leave in the club, shorty, hurry up so we can get this party started. I'm done. And take off our clothes now. We already know what time it is. Reach up to the dresser with a kind of thing. Baby, when I hit it, I'll never let go. Wanna take it slow. What's the name of the song? We ain't gonna stop till 5 a.m. If you can't take it all, baby, say when. Make you come over and over again. And I'ma get it in when we do it all night. That might be no BS. I could. Yeah, don't you be on a bullet, baby. Yeah, no BS by Chris Brown. Oh my gosh. He is so toxic. Maybe your man look like him. Maybe he got tattoos, you know? And Chris does love to dye his hair blonde sometimes. And blonde came out for y'all. And he is like very tall and brolic and, you know, very muscular. But he's not like a slim muscular. He's like a broad, slim muscular. Where he's not like a slim waisted. He's kind of like he got a thick waist on him. You know what I mean? You know how some men like start off like, you know, wide and then they kind of tapers down to a waist. He's like up and down, you know what I mean? So he has like some meat on his bones, right? And he is packing, okay, from what I've heard. Anywho, you have a fox, a sly fox. Interesting. Your person thinks they're slick sometimes. Here we have the garden. But why there's so many of them? Why are y'all hiding? This is their different personalities. I'm telling you, your person has different personalities. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I can't. Because look at how we have this person in the middle. We have this person here. What are they looking at? Looking straight ahead, like they don't know the other person's there. Oh my God. I'm gonna read that from the book in a second. But I'm like, fun fact: they have multiple personalities. They could definitely have that disorder. Okay. Don't you be on the bullshit, yeah. This person is very no BS though. Like I'm getting this person to dress like a Alice in Wonderland character, like a Mad Hatter or something, or a Queen of Hearts could be a thing coming through as well. Here we have the ring. Someone who's very stable, someone who's very fun, someone who's very sparkly. They're kind of like they're very much like a very unique personality with the star and the ring coming through here. I think they're very much like individual. There's not many people like them. 25 is also giving me an age. 43, 25 can be someone's age. Here we have the lady. They're a lady. Okay. Period. Okay, anything else coming through? Fun fact. Wow, that was a doozy. Here we have 37. This is crazy. A cuckoo clock. Cuckoo. This person is a little bit crazy. We're gonna read about this in the book too. But this person is very chaotic. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like I said, that multiple personality disorder can kind of take you off. Like, gonna catch you off guard sometimes. Like, are you good, Harold? Like, oh, is you cool? Literally, I'm sorry. Here we have 10, the scythe. There is a sense of an air of danger to this person. I can't even lie on that as well. Your person is very multifaceted. I can't even. And this came through for group 1. It was giving you whips and chains, S&M, Rihanna. That could be coming through again. I think I was talking about your person being a little bit of a freak. Okay, and I mean that in the bedroom, especially with No BS coming through by Chris Brown. They said, don't you be on that boo. Yeah. Okay. Very bossy too. Because he said there's 1 or 2 things that can happen at this time of the hour. So baby, after we get out the shower, I'm going to race you to the bed, turn off all the lights and light some candles instead. Very romantic person, especially with the lady and the ring. This could be a woman who's waiting to be married. I just heard lady in waiting. And that's like reminding me of like Bridgerton, where the queen has like lady in waitings, people from like similar, what is it called? Cast as her, like, you know, similar backgrounds. They all have money. They come from very good families, and they kind of like keep the queen company and, you know, do her bidding and, you know, make sure she has friends and things like that. You know, this person could be quite friendly as well, but they're definitely waiting for their husband. Okay, this person could also be like a giver. They love to like serve and please. Okay, I aim to please, period. It's a little fun facts. Your person shines very bright. They love the stars. Foxes, we're going to read about that, because I don't know. Foxes are definitely giving me like a little sneaky, and that's what was coming through with the magician. So yeah, I'm going to keep that. That's coming through. That tracks for what we've been getting so far. So we're going to go do number 11. I do want to know what that thing is, because it can't keep coming through and I don't know what it is. The birch broom. Be warned of high temper. Ooh, see? And that's hilarious. No tea, no shade, but Chris Brown is known for that for sure. Him being hot-tempered. Like I said, multiple personalities, this person here. Be careful. I bring conflict and strife. You will find me in competitions because I work with repetition. Arguments and quarrels are my pattern, but I'm not always a villain. I can be found in the gym or in a rusty bed on a whim. In a lusty bed on a whim, please. Whatever do you mean? Oh my gosh, yeah. This person could be quite argumentative, especially because we have the Queen of Swords coming through. That's their looks as well, but their personality is coming through now that we're talking about fun facts. And the Queen of Swords would make a lot of sense. Let's learn about what else we're doing next. 43, I'm very interested in that. And we went right through the labyrinth. When you think you've done everything you can, you hit a wall and have to start again. I am the labyrinth that keeps you going through trial and error to the end. There's no shortcuts to success, my friend. I'm still getting multiple personality disorder, but take that how it resonates, okay? It says this card is about making your way through a confusing stream of events, often by trial and error. You may have goals and destinations you wish to reach, but getting there may prove difficult than you expected. So this person is someone who's been through a lot of trial and error, you know? Let's read up on the scythe, which is number 10. It's definitely giving like death, you know? To everything, there is a season and a time, to every purpose under the sun. Y'all, is this quoting the Bible? It says, be careful, I am swift and sharp. So we have a lot of warnings coming through here. This person is spicy, they're fiery, they're not one to be messed with, they're very sharp. on the money, calculating. They're gonna keep you on your toes and put you in your place, cuss you out when they're ready. Just like they're a little bit unexpected. I'm telling you, they're feisty. I'm not even gonna lie to you right now. That's a little bit of the personality you need to know. Like the Queen of Swords is not someone to be messed with, okay? She's definitely someone who's gonna let you have it when the time comes. I also want to read about this one here. 37. What is that? They could also be into pain and stuff like that. Because like I said, this was giving me whip. And this is giving me like, you know, other things. Anywho, 37 is time. My appearance brings time to the forefront of importance. I may be approaching or passing, so be attentive. Yeah, this person doesn't look their age, right? This person could be older, but they look younger for their age. Could definitely be a thing coming through. Or they could look older than their age. I am getting younger than their age, honestly. But yeah, the Queen of Swords is someone who's older. So this could definitely be someone who looks older. Or they're just very mature. But the King of Wands is also an energy of like, I don't know, like youth, vibrancy. So it really just depends. But we did get mature coming through here for your person. That could be temperament or looks, because we did have elderly in the deck. We didn't get that. We got older than you, we got mature. So this person is quite mature. They know what they like. Anything else I want to look up in this deck? Everything else is pretty straightforward. But the ring, yeah, I think kind of signifies marriage and all that. I don't think I need to look it up, but if you can still look it up, is why not? A precious item is what I am to bind in marriage and commitment. I bring harmony and unions as long as negative cards are afar. I am the contract and the promise in partnerships and ventures. I am the symbol for completion and the form of eternal devotion. So this person is quite loyal. They're going to stick beside you. But the question is, are you going to be able to handle their mood swings? So they definitely do have some of that, okay? So that was very interesting. I really like this for you guys. You know what? Actually, there's some more cards we're going to pull. Let me not try to, you know, short you. This person is a romantic at heart. The way the girl is just sitting there waiting for her knight in shining armor, holding her rose. They love all things romance, like books, movies, all that kind of stuff. Okay, so we're going to get to know a little bit more about what could be happening in the connection right now. What else we need to know is what I use these cards for in group 1 and 2. Okay, so let's get into it. Please, Spirit, what do we need to know about this person? Here we have friends, fun, support. You could start off as friends with this person, or you're currently friends with them right now. If anybody like in your surroundings sounds like this, then this could be your future spouse. Here we have Aries, Leo, Sag, which is that King of Wands energy coming through. Very big personality. Here we have wishes coming true. Ooh, this person's wishes could be coming true in their life right now. And one of their wishes is romance. So you guys could be finding each other quite soon. Please, Spirit. You have signs, synchronicity, messages, symbols, divine clues. They're receiving a lot of those as well. And so could you. Wow. Here we have distance, travel, and adventure. This person is like traveling right now, getting to know more about themselves, spending some much needed time alone. Okay. Here we have the peanut butter to my jelly. You're the peanut butter to my jelly. So this person is looking for the peanut butter to their jelly. I always love that card. It's so stinking cute. Okay, anything else coming through? Please, Spirit, what's going on? Where is this person? What are they doing? Okay, what are they doing? New beginnings in spring. So spring is going to be very important for you guys. It could be very important for you because, like I said, this person's wishes are coming true and signs and synchronicities are popping up for them, and they're like traveling towards something or traveling in general, and that could mean you guys start off being friends. It's like giving me nights in the city, getting to know new people, right? Summertime can be important, and so does spring, and so can spring. Sorry, because that's when things start warming up and we start mingling again, right? Winter is over. Nature is alive. Mother Nature. Here we have, I need space, overwhelm, boundaries, and retreat. Yeah, this person could end up needing space and going on a trip somewhere, and meeting you. But anyway, this person needs some space right now because a lot is going on in their life. It's like good stuff, though, I feel like. Blocked and silenced. You could be blocked. You could have this person blocked. Take time to rest and relax keeps coming through. So a lot is going on. They need time to put into themselves. Okay, one more card, please, Spirit. What's going on with your person right now? And then here we have let it go, release, don't look back. So they're doing all of this stuff, right? And that's why these wishes are coming true for them. But when they do find you, you may be friends first. You're going to be the peanut butter to their jelly. Relaxing is a big thing for this person. Needing space is also a big thing for this person. I do believe that is extra important for this person because they are coming through with someone who can be quite cunning and mean and rude and have a bite to them if they don't get their nap. If they don't get their space. So just, that really be careful in that regard. But other than that, this person seems pretty solid. They're pretty cute, okay? I do hope this reading, you could know this person. I just pulled another deck up and it's like coexistence. It's giving me how you have a balance, independence, and connection in your relationship with mutual respect and support, fostering growth together. Coexistence, like giving me you could definitely be living amongst this person or around this person right now. You just don't know, okay? Or if you're feeling any energies around you lately, it could be this person, right? Anyway, I hope this reading resonated. If it did, feel free to like, comment, subscribe. Give me more ideas in the comments of what the next installment in this series should be. We already did who they are. If you want to know who they are, you could do that as well. What they're doing right now could also be a cute idea. We did how you meet and this is what they look like, and also a little bit of extra stuff. I just love to be extra. I love long readings because I like long readings myself, But yeah, I hope it resonated for you. If you feel called to like, comment, subscribe, join the tribe, hype the video if you can. If you ever want to book a reading with me, you can always do so using my email in the description box below. If you want to join memberships, you could also do that using the link right above the timestamps in the description box. But I do hope you're having a beautiful, wonderful day whenever you're watching this reading. And as always, I will see you gorgeous people in the next one. Mwah. Bye.